look at me. Look at me talking on this thing. I forgot to do the story. Hi. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing swell. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're out here living the dream and smacking the like button. Some people have said that if you slap the like button, it is 1,000 years good luck. That's just me. It's the only thing I know. Wow. Incredible. And if you're wondering, yes, I am doing my story right now because I got distracted by things. So, stuff. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Swell is what I expect. And if you're not swell, then it's time to get on the swell level. That's something you could do. Can I change latency? No, I can't anymore. Oh, there's going to be a bit of a delay. That's okay. That's okay between chat and this. I just wanted to make sure that I got this right. Man, it's been a day. There's been so much happening, and even more paperwork that needs to be signed for the thing that I can't tell you about, but I can't wait to tell you. Is my camera flipped? Camera's not flipped. Not yet. Luke Goodiel. Thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 2. Huge shout out to Ash for being an absolute fucking champion. That's how we roll here. Live on the YouTube. Okay. Done. Bam. Bam. Bridge is going to get so mad at me for not doing my story fast enough. She's going to get so mad at me. I'm doing one more thing, and then I promise I am going to tell you so many hellos. You guys are going to be like, Dan, stop saying hello to me. And I'm going to be like, no, you're beautiful. Shut up. It's going to be great. It's going to blow your mind. And, this all kicks off by just slapping the like button. It's that simple. Ding to Monument Mythos. Now, get in here. This is high quality content, guys. This should be blowing your mind, guys. I want to see in the chat your just as many emotes as you can. Just begin hype train. Well, there's no hype train here, but get the hype going. Let me see some hype, and I will respond with said hype. It's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be excellent content after I make this tweet. So when I look up, I better see so much hype in the chat that my Monument Mythos breaks. You got it, Dan. You're doing great. I keep doing Monument. Monument Mythos. All right, well, I hope I spelled that right. All right. And then up to there, and then God damn it. Oh, man. I am a mess. I need hype immediately. It's the only way this works. It's how the dream happens, everyone. Okay, oh, look at all the hype! Oh, the egg scared me. I am terrified. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cybert Channel stream where I sit here and I watch some stuff, and then we pause that stuff, and then we talk about that stuff. And then afterwards, we watch another thing, and we pause and we talk about that thing. We got a party for you tonight. Monument Mythos. It is, I got a 3-minute video, a 4-minute video, a 4-minute video, an 8-minute video, a 2-minute video, a 5-minute video, a 5-minute video, a 3-minute video, an 18-minute video, and a 4-minute video, and a 12-minute video. And we're going to watch it all. And maybe an entire, stream, but we'll see. But man, I'm so excited for you guys to hear. And I mean, I know all of you have slapped that like button. Every single person here watching right now has slapped that like button. And now I'm going to do hold on, I'm trying to catch my breath. And now we're going to do the shout outs for everyone, starting with Snake Garden, I'm doing well, hello. It's Charlie, hello. Alexander Winnington, hello. Mathtron 5000, hello. Laura, hello. I am the guy 459, hello. Dreadnought, hello. Cloned Gamer, hello. Cameron James, hello. Lisa Terwilger, I hope I said that right. I didn't. Hello. Pebbles, ooey, hello. Daniel San, hello. Coffee Truno or Coffee Trino, hello. DJ Transaurus, hello. Trick Springer, hello. Anime Mixer, hello. I got Charlie. Cameron James, hello. Jazzium, hello. Blacklight Lemon, hello. Why do people? I don't know. Hello. Danny Gamer, hello. Skyfire Bird, hello. Demon Dog, hello. I am the guy. Ellie Pie, hello. MCO7, hello. The Sketch Project, hello. Jacob Current, hello. Sadoshi 26, hello. Dark Link, hello. Steampunked 77, hello. Throwing Pebbles, hello. Michael, hello. Dollar Store Jason Statham, hello. Incredible name. Jonathan, hello. Dino Hunter, hello. Walnut, hello. Caw-Crow, hello. Egg, hello. Mr. Blue, hello. Ocean Bacon, hello. Ladybug, hello. The Awesome Five, hello. Film Fanax, hello. Oh, I got Ocean Bacon. Grace F. Blast Molina, hello. J-Ski Beam, my guy. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, wait. Rhea, hello. Gabriel the Gaming King, hello. Tyfree, hello. Jonathan, I already got you. Hello again, though. Aduscus, hello. Metal Overlord, hello. Nat Attack, hello. Absolutely Ash, hello. Doodler, hello. Goro, hello. Coffee Kappa, hello. I got Matthew Myers, hello. Hello. Ben, hello. Sophie, was it Sophie Etkef? I hope it didn't slide in your name. Definitely did. Hello. X82, hello. Okay, cool. It's time. Here, let me switch over. Get this going. Andy, hello. Welcome welcome. Yosh Boy, hello. And welcome. Dino Hunter. Thank you for saying it's okay. Demons Decay, hello. Sam, hello. Monument Mythos is one of the coolest series on YouTube, hands down. I'm excited to look. Shits and giggles, hello. Still great. Oof King, hello. Ima, hello. I need to get some more mods all up in this. I only see Ima. I need a few more. I'll decide on that later. I'm not feeling too well, so probably just gonna that's fine. Take care of yourself. You come first. Bridget is not on comms. You are correct. Bridget, get out of here. The series gets weird. Excellent. Then we'll have so much to talk about. Blacklight Lemon. Is that the bit of 87? Probably the bite of 87. Man. Love your video, Dan. Thank you, Cockrow. Huge preach. Giant preach. What's your opinion on bears? Love them. I want to hug one. But I'll never do that because they'll eat me. All right. So, the most I know about this is that there's monuments. Just saying. Hey, Cybert, what would you pick to travel to? Japan or Australia? Because I have a school trip this summer. I'd say Japan, but that's because I love me some Japanese culture. It's really fun. All right. It's actually pronounced Sophie Haycath. Got it. Sophie Haycath. Got it. Is it the statue behind the slaughter? Hold on. We're going to do a quick sound check. Oh, wow. That be loud and incorrect. So let me get that fixed for you. Lincoln be acting up. Chat, please keep it together. Sound mixer, please put Chrome on browser so I don't kill everyone's eardrums. You know, I don't want to do that to you. Browser. All right, let's try this. Let me know if that's a good volume. I might turn it down just a little bit. Okay. Okay. I don't want to wait anymore. Let's dive in. It's already been 15 minutes. It's time to get in there. Boom. After we watch this one, let me know how the volume is if you guys wanted it higher, lower, you know, all that. Here we go. Wait, captions? Unavailable. Okay. The following audio is an excerpt from a 1989 interview with the designer of the Statue of Liberty. I'm sorry. The most difficult aspect of the construction was the pedestal. Although the statue was intended to be a gift, the U.S. ambassador urged us to follow President Grant's requests. We agreed that each month we received varying size requirements for the pedestal. What? After 4 years, requests to change the size of this pedestal ceased. People wonder why the pedestal is so much taller than the lady. All I can tell them is, ask the Americans. This is why we do this. In 1949, the statue underwent extensive renovations. The official blueprint behind the changes, titled STLI 1.0, provide entrance for sustenance, install engine to assist with eventual departure. Pardon? Engine. Very good. Axle. What? Stairs. I have so many questions. Oh. During the summer of 1954, thousands of immigrants described the foul odor while passing through Ellis Island. It was awful. The whole place reeked of flesh like a... Oh! Oh! There were also dead birds everywhere. My sister even found one in the toilet. If this is how the coast is, my father said, imagine how bad the cities smell. I remember hearing other families half-jokingly say that they wanted to return to Milan because of the smell. My family had sprayed perfume and burned candles to keep the stench away, but it would only work for an hour or so until the air became unbearable again. The evenings were so hot, I stayed mostly awake, even though the rest of my family slept soundly. Good God! I remember looking in the windows each night and seeing lines of people being led to the Liberty statues by them. After they would go into the pedestal, the officials would leave and nothing. What? The following morning would smell so much worse, though. The immigration station closed the floor. What? First sighting of the Liberty lurker? Ugh! Like in the waste storage compartment to a mass grave. If you have family members who were last seen on Ellis Island between the years 1949 and 1954, you may be entitled to compensation. What? Alright, This is not what I thought it was gonna be. This is not what I thought it was gonna... Oh my God. Oh boy. Was that the lurker of 87? Yosh boy, please. Can we get a freeze frame? Yeah, let's go back and let's get a nice tight. There we go. Then we'll go frame by frame here. What were they made? That's it. What the hell? Huh. You kind of sound like Markiplier sometimes. I've gotten that a lot. That's why I'm not allowed to talk to Jerica in certain tones, because she'll be like, is that Markiplier? And I'll get no, and she'll be like, that's upsetting. Because you can do, hello everyone, and welcome to 3 Scary Games. This guy get nice and low. I don't know what this is, Dino Hunter, but we're gonna keep going. Okay. This is not what I expected. I thought this was going to be a lot more like conspiracy. I mean, there is definitely a little bit of conspiracy theory, but I thought this was going to be like conspiracy theory. This is not. This is crazy. So we know there's a creature inside the Statue of Liberty called the, what was it? The Liberty Lurker? Oh, he crab? Crap. It's the devil, lol. But hey, let's hop in there. Into the next one. This next one is called the Rushmore Revenge. August 7th, 2003, the National Park Service finds the Mount Rushmore National Memorial vandalized. The U.S. government can't fund mass murder if it's labeled as a national monument. What? Every day, executions occur in 2,600 American landmarks. What? The blood of liberty will be avenged? What? The souls of Lincoln will be... What? Huh? August 14th, 2003. More messages are found on Mount Rushmore. Infection. That's it. I will introduce infection next week, Monday through Sunday, 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. It's a really specific window. Due to security concerns, the National Park Service assigns patrols for the next 7 nights. The patrols are told to videotape all anomalies from 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. What? It makes more sense on rewatch? Okay. Because I'm like, what are we looking at right now? Oh no, if one of them moves. What's the infection? Juice box, you know, we're only on the second one. You're good. What? What? I know I'm saying what a... No, I'm saying what a lot, but seriously, like, what is happening? Oh, no. You know, sometimes the right answer for a defense is for there to be no defense, offense, or special teams. Just no one show up. Oh, what are you? Well, wait. Oh, focus your camera. Come on. What are we looking at? Of course. Forgot the lens cap. Always. Oh! Oh! Mount Rushmore smells just like baby powder nowadays. I think it comes from the stuff that workers put on the heads. Yeah, I see them do it all the time. They go from Washington to Lincoln every night, powdering it like a baby. What? No. Hold up. Oh. That's so weird that just a small change like that is so creepy. There's something very unnatural about that. Can we get frames? Frames? Got some frames for you. So you can see right here, I got some frames. If you look at the top of the heads, right there, you can see some like spikes. We don't know what those spikes are. Yeah, this is weird. I tell you, insomnia sucks. It's 5 a.m. in Finland, and I haven't slept at. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh, they have mohawks. Oh, they just need a haircut. But why baby powder? That's a weird detail. That was... I don't know why that gave me chills. That was so weird to get chills like that. All right. Alcatraz attack. You know where Alcatraz is? It's California, right? San Francisco? Alyssa would be so mad at me if she was right here. The devil trees crave children. We crave children. Bring us the children. Typhoon, no, not allowed. Get on this ride even harder. You're stuck with me. And we're going. No. Nice. Nothing like a prison island in the morning, you know what I mean, Chad? 2 days before therapy. Tampa Pacific Branch, United States Military Prison, Alcatraz, yeah. Whoa, the effects, my guys! Fortifications. Whoa, stop it. Reservoirs. Water cellar. Morgue. It's a pretty small morgue. Stockade yard. Detector shed. The Beast. Main prison. Tennis. Can we go back to the ruins? Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. 1 day before therapy. I have so many questions. I don't feel like I'm gonna get any answers. Alcatraz is. Oh. Oh! Radiation therapy number 1. Oh, it's, yeah, I was like, oh, yep, that's a cell. Projected movement. Oh God, it's gonna move. 1950. God, how creepy is that? To think you get imprisoned, like, on a giant cell? What? Huh? Huh? So kill it. One day after therapy. As of 2020, the Alcatraz zone extends to West Texas. There goes California. What? What am I watching? What am I watching, chat? What is happening? So Alcatraz is a living being that is separated into multiple Alcatrazes, and those Alcatrazes have now gone all the way to West Texas. Yo, that's a big chunk of the map. It's a big chunk of the map. This is wild. The Dean Democracy. It's Dean best video. All right. Tell me about Dean. Look back at America's 37th president and how he fought back Alcatraz.
During a program of ABC Evening News, anchor Peter Jennings told viewers to look forward to next week for a special broadcast of national significance. Jennings would continue to remind viewers of the special broadcast over the next 7 nights, even referring to it at one point as the most unprecedented announcement in recent history.
It's the moment in history.
A week after its first mention, Jennings reminded viewers of the special broadcast one last time, asking them to pay attention later that night for an exclusive look at the greatest gift to the American people. Due to the anticipation built over the week, over 60 million Americans tuned into ABC, waiting for the evening news to end and for the special broadcast.
60 million households with TVs in that era? That can't be right. Okay.
Broadcast to begin.
Don't science it. Just enjoy.
There were countless theories as to what would occur, from the announcement of alien life to the declaration of an all-out nuclear war. Speculation was brewing intensely. Once the evening news program ended, a black screen with a 10-second countdown commenced with the title Dean Democracy. Some viewers, so terrified of the threat of nuclear war, reportedly experienced nervous breakdowns and ran down the street, declaring that Dean Democracy was the code name for an all-out nuclear holocaust. Yet once the countdown ended, all fears were soon replaced with tears of joy and an excitement not seen since the end of World War II.
What?
What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home.
Dean for president.
In the seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Although other candidates had promised to end the Vietnam War, none had so accurately expressed the same anger that they had felt.
Let's go,
Dean
James Dean.
In a 15-second
It's the next battle pass.
Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night, replaced by a 30-minute loop of James Dean's presidential announcement. The broadcast was watched again by over 38 million Americans, and the parties continued for the rest of the week.
Wow. James Dean, hell of a
Due to
presidential
assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party presidential debates were canceled for the 1968 election season. However, this proved to be no issue for Dean, as polls indicated that he was in the lead for the entirety of 1967 and 1968, despite having had fewer public appearances and rallies than any other candidate. The strength of his campaign relied on the powerful advertisements he directed that would air every Friday evening on
Interesting.
ABC.
Check the descriptions of the
The
videos.
series
Thank
of
you, Ocean
programs
Bacon.
would be
We'll do
considered
that
by
next.
many as another weekly TV series, and went on to become the highest-rated TV show on television after the conclusion of Star Trek in 1967.
James Dean, baby!
Although a presidential debate was eventually scheduled 2 weeks before the election, James Dean instead invited opponent Richard Nixon to a track to race cars on the same night. Although reluctant at first, Nixon eventually agreed and went to spend the entire day with Dean, reportedly even telling the actor, "To hell with it, I'm voting for you. You're already a better president than I'll ever be." This statement, although only a rumor, would spread like wildfire in tabloids and permanently curbed Nixon's chance for victory.
The GOAT, James Dean, sweeping the nation. My God. James Dean. The Dean sweep is... What is...
On the morning of November 1st, 1968, 4 days before Election Day, anti-Dean groups hijacked radio channels and told civilians they were fed up with James Dean and that television was ruining American youth. After the broadcast, the groups went on to cut hundreds of power lines in the southeast, effectively preventing any of Dean's presidential ads from reaching any household below Tennessee. Dean quickly heard of the incident and, despite the risk of an assassination, flew down to the south and quickly went to work with local electricians to repair the broken power lines. James Dean would be met with a supportive crowd, primarily younger voters who were eager to see a younger face back in the White House. Elderly white conservatives, often the parents of the younger supporters, remained in their houses and occasionally peered through their window blinds to catch a glimpse of the handsome candidate.
And they all
Although
said,
it wasn't known to Dean at the
"Nice."
time, hate groups in the South had perpetuated the idea that he was Satan in disguise and cited his good
Nah.
looks and his love for jazz as being clear
That's just
signs
James
of the devil.
Dean, baby. That's just James Dean. I suddenly don't like James Dean. Oh. Now I like James Dean.
James Dean is no man.
Who the devil? The answer.
Elderly white conservatives in the Southeast would be the only demographic unfazed by his campaign, yet Dean continued to travel from state to state, repairing power lines for 4 days straight until the very morning of the election.
Huh.
On November 5th, 1968, James Dean received 75% of the popular vote with 395 electoral votes. Nixon congratulated Dean in a phone call the following morning, but Dean
So glad I
refused to
voted for
acknowledge the
you.
win and instead asked to race cars again at the track.
This video's ridiculous.
On January 20th, 1969, James Dean held his inaugural address at the official Capitol Raceway. Although presidents in the past had speeches that were typically around 20 minutes, Dean spoke for less than a minute.
What'd he say?
I have a speech, and it has the flotsam that you people expect to hear. But that's not fair. No, that's not fair at all. I'm here for all of you. It's only fair that you speak for yourselves. My words shouldn't be louder than yours.
Champion. What a
So I brought many other
champion.
guests to speak. They're just people like you and I. In the same time that many other presidents have spoken by themselves, America will speak. Thank you.
What a lad! What an absolute Chad! Giga Chad.
Dean proceeded to
Giga
introduce
Dean
many groups
moment.
to the microphone, including civil rights activists and Native American families. Martin Luther King Jr. would also come forward to speak in his first appearance since an attempt on his life 9 months prior.
What?
President Dean would conclude the inauguration with a brief bongo performance and went on to race Richard Nixon at the track.
This is being said with such seriousness, and is just there's a timeline where President Kennedy was never assassinated. Martin Luther King never assassinated. And James Dean, like, is the Giga Chad we all needed. He plays casual bongos. So when I run for president in 2032, I'll end my inaugural speech with bongos. Is that a deal? Deal? You'll know. God, I'm never gonna run for president, but now if I ever do, I have to play fucking bongos. All right, God.
In subsequent presidential inaugurations, those who disagreed with the elected president would instead celebrate Dean Democracy Day and protested by watching Dean's unique take on the address in place of the actual one.
Huh.
In a televised address, President Dean planned to inform Americans of his first 90 days in office. However, 6 seconds into the broadcast, the audio cut out and remained absent for the remainder of the speech. Although anti-Dean groups claimed responsibility and took pride in the sabotage, many civilians claimed that it benefited the president. The silent broadcast highlighted President Dean's sincere facial expressions and lively disposition, as opposed to the stern and stiff personalities of prior administrations. Viewers were proud to see a man in his prime at the most important position in the country.
Just being James
Ironically,
Dean.
President Dean's popularity grew after the technical difficulty, and film director Stanley Kubrick went on to call the broadcast the greatest silent film ever made.
Hold up. We just watched 3 videos. 1, about a monster in the Statue of Liberty. 2, devil trees like coming out of Mount Rushmore's head. 3, a constantly expanding mass of Alcatraz. And now I just watched a comedy film. This was just straight yo, James Dean, let's go. All right, okay, let's check. We have to check some descriptions. Excerpt from the 2002 documentary Dean Democracy, a look back at America's 37th president. That's it. Okay, what about this one? 2003, the Alcatraz continues to battle the scientific community. Perpetrators of the Rushmore revenge incident remain at large. It is believed that all surviving audio recordings of the infamous the 1889 Liberty Lurker interview with Frederick, can't say that, are fakes produced by American publicists at the turn of the 20th century. Archaic spellings and other minor deviations in the French transcription can be attributed to these publicists. The deviations have been preserved to maintain the transcript's historical integrity. While American publicists correct capitalization in the transcript of the Liberty Lurker interviews, French writers often left the country in lowercase to subtly hint at their anti-American sentiments. Huh. Well, so that's the James Dean, Giga Chad president. Once upon a time, we could have had James Dean as a president. And you want to know something? We squandered. We squandered that goodwill. And instead, let's not get into it. This is not a political show. Hey, tune in on Wednesdays with Dan on Politics. Dan on Politics. Man, isn't this stupid? I don't know. Would you watch that show? I'll do it. All right. Archivist note. It remains a mystery how the Angel bypassed the anti-burglar doors of Air Force One. The door's jagged edges and sophisticated lock mechanisms were designed to ensure that no Slim Jim would be effective. Peculiar distortion in the plastic doorway of the main entrance are attributed to the Angel. Nearly all existing photos and videos of the Angel were taken at stops Air Force One made during its flight. Air Force One has successfully shut down when it re-entered the restricted airspace of DC. What? I'd watch Dan call political topics stupid for 30 minutes. All right. There you go. Hey, Dan on politics. Hey, ain't this stupid? just do the thing. Okay, Air Force One Angel. Let's take a gander, you and me. Chat, you and me. We're gonna go on a journey. We're gonna get this video. On August 17th, 2003, Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental United States. Many civilians claim to have seen the aircraft drop packages on various national monuments. Yes, but how does this relate to James Dean? Let's go, guys. Oh. Okay. Mount Rushmore. Alcatraz. Or Golden Gate Bridge. I assume that's supposed to be Alcatraz. What's happened to the map? Sorry, what's happened in the map? Statue of Liberty. Yeah, pardon, can we talk about the map? Why is the map going away? Where are we dropping, boys? Hey, I'm in California, alright? No, yay, California is gone. No, yay, California is gone. No! James Dean, James Dean, James Dean, James Dean, James Dean. Oh, that's unsettling. James Dean? What is that? White House officials later disclosed that the unusual flight of Air Force One was unauthorized and unmanned. The lone figure seen inside the plane, dubbed the Air Force One Angel, has yet to be identified by federal authorities. That's it? That's it? It's creepy, but Lincoln Looker.
I was a Lincoln Looker for 2 weeks. It was terrifying. One moment you're at home answering the door, and the next you're stuck in some kind of suit.
Huh.
The smell was awful in there, and the metal seat was so cold. The only thing you can do is look through 2 little holes. It was some kind of mask, and whenever the sun shined near, I could see the inside of it. It was a familiar face. Every few nights, straws would be put through the holes, and someone would feed me some weird soup. After 2 weeks, they found out that they had misidentified me, and I wasn't the correct Lincoln Looker. Reagan apologized to me personally, and I was released with some monetary compensation. They don't care if I talk about it or not. No one would take me seriously. Lincoln looking is just too absurd.
What? Hi. Lincoln. Good day. I'm so confused.
There's always someone that we dislike more than everyone else. Not usually famous or important, but they've done something that's affected us personally.
Okay.
Often you're the only person who remembers this act. It may not have been that bad, but memory hurts. Everyone experiences this, and the president is no exception.
So he's...
Except he can do something about it.
Huh?
Every president can choose one person to be a Lincoln looker. After the alibi is fabricated, the person is abducted from their home, and they stay a Lincoln looker for as long as the president sits in office.
What?
Nobody can question his decision, and there's no trial.
No!
Surprise, but it's nothing new. It's been a tradition. Lincoln lookers have been around for a very long time.
Oh, no! No! Unconstitutional as shit. Due to rumors, the Lincoln lookers were imprisoned behind presidential portraits. White House officials publicly removed and reinstalled the portraits to demonstrate. Okay. Portrait 1. Wall behind portrait 1. Portrait 2. Wall behind portrait 2. Nice. Visitor.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey, Eunice. It's Howard. I don't know what I just saw.
Oh, Lincoln looker.
I was at the top of the steps, reading the inscriptions and talking to visitors, when I started to hear a faint scratching sound. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I got close to the chair, I realized that the scratching was coming from inside the marble. So I went to a guard and asked whether she could do anything about animals that could be trapped in there.
Howard.
She told me not to worry about it, and that they'd take care of it once there were fewer visitors.
Howard, this is how you
few
become a
minutes
Lincoln
passed,
looker.
And the scratching became much louder. I went back to the guard and asked what kind of animals usually got stuck in there, and she said, wild animals. The sound started to make visitors anxious. I remember one boy pulling so hard at his mother's hand, begging to leave.
What?
A blind girl with one of those canes went up to the chair and pressed her head against it to listen. Then she started crying. Her parents tried to pull her away, but she just began to hit the chair with her cane. That's when the guards asked everyone to go back down the steps. I don't know why, and it's going to sound crazy, but I felt compelled to help.
What?
So I went to the blind girl and joined her in hitting the marble. The guards tried to pin us down, but the scratching became too loud for even them. It sounded like someone was shaving down a chalkboard.
What?
Eventually, the marble began to crack, and a few more hits caused the crevice to expand all the way to the top of the chair. There was a sudden burst of air from the damage, and the head suddenly turned toward us.
Oh,
I was
no!
afraid it would fall, so I picked the girl up and went down a few steps. The head slowly rotated back into place, and when it started to be pushed upwards, I took out my camera. It was no wild animal.
It was James Dean! You want it to be James Dean? I'm not gonna like this. Is that the Liberty Lurker? Was that the Liberty Lurker? Okay. Yo, hold up. Okay. So, I'm really trying to connect literally freaking anything here. Because none of it is linking. Yeah, let's get a frame by frame rape. Oh, and read the description. Archivist note, none. Interesting. I like how you can tell exactly when people went back and rewatched stuff. Man, Like, what am I... Typhoid, it's getting kind of meh. It needs to be more, or it's getting kind of stale. There's just a lot of lead up to literally a second... It's not even a second, like 3 frames of spook. I'm very confused. All I can say is, what is happening? Like, that's a worm. It's a little wormy. There's Lincoln Looker. Okay, which is kind of messed up. I'm going to tell you right now, James Dean didn't have a Lincoln Looker. No, that's not what James Dean does. No way does James Dean do that. That's unconstitutional. That's not how James Dean runs. But we have James Dean, and then we have all these monuments with, like, weird things happening, and, like, I need answers. I'm done with questions. I need some answers. Then some more questions. Footage from 2003 event may trigger seizures in people with photosensitive... Okay, so this is a flashing light warning. Includes a newly restored clip from the Washington Standard Operation. Film damage is no longer visible. The 20th Washington absentee has been identified. Okay. All right. So, flashing light warning. Don't just listen if you're you know.
The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung.
Very well.
She missed her friends and the hymns they sung.
Indeed.
So she started a tune that broke the man's lung.
What? Timeline of events. First photograph of the special tree is taken. It looks like a nose hair. Uh-oh. 1848. Construction begins. And that's the Washington Monument? 1861 to 1865. Construction halts due to the American Civil War. Prisoners of the war are seen being led into the unfinished tower. Construction. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get some answers. Visit the Washington Monument and listen closely. Hear the music within the walls. The Washington Monument becomes a major tourist attraction. 10 cents per head? I have a whole $1 in my pocket. I can bring 10 of you. To 1971. 20 individuals disappear while visiting the Washington Monument. Hopefully one of them isn't James Dean. Washington absentees. Okay. Washington Standard Operation. Classified film title Washington Standard Operation is leaked by news agencies. Let's give it a watch. Monument entrance door. Okay, that's high enough. Oh, then there's a bucket. Oh, then you hoist the bucket. Okay. Bucket is hoisted. Sound waves. not a good hoist. There's how... The Washington Monument is vandalized. The infection is nigh. The music of Washington will end. Okay. That's a huge fall. Also, isn't there a tree in there? Like, feels like that's a problem. 2003. Chaos, hello, welcome. Oh, I don't like it. What? All 19 Washington absentees are found unconscious at the base of the monument. This is getting out of control. This is getting out of control. I need an explanation. I need answers. Partially restored. Thank you, archivist. Note. I need answers. And that's why there are two different types of bricks, so it could stretch and cause lightning effects. I thought I was getting answers. Okay, so we know that there's special trees essentially in the monument. So the monuments are literally created to hide these trees. And at some point in time, the infection starts. And that is when the trees or worms or whatever these things are make their move. So it's happened at Mount Rushmore. We see that. We just saw it at the Washington Monument. So, Well, let's watch this one. The tree is a wormhole. Space. I love space. Delaware River, USA.
An accidental discovery made by two fishermen has sent shockwaves across the nation. Around 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Ralph Grassman and Michael Tillman were reeling in the last batch of catfish when something on the ice caught their eye. It looked like a bicorn, one of those hats from way back when, said Grassman, the other of the two who had also organized the trip. Grassman walked down the ice to retrieve the hat. When he pulled back the hat from the ice, he tumbled back in shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the ice.
What?
Tillman walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassman, agreed to remove the rest of the body from the ice. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the fishermen were able to pull the entire body from the ice with no further damage. Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tillman
it was James Dean.
He saw the individual's eyelid twitch. Grassman suggests to immediately take...
Whoa. Come on. I saw it. You can't hide from... Oh! I don't know if it means anything.
Grassman suggests to immediately take the body home in an attempt to revive the frozen man. They proceed to carry it back to Grassman's apartment. They laid the body in a full bathtub, gradually raising the water's temperature throughout the night to prevent shock.
Call an ambulance.
Learned this technique from a pulp magazine he had read as a child.
Call.
At 2 a.m. the following morning, Tillman claimed that an individual briefly regained consciousness and shouted, "Victory or death," while Grassman rested in the living room. By 7 a.m., the frozen individual appeared to have relapsed into a deep coma, which prompted Grassman to phone the local authorities.
Oh,
After
now.
After called medical personnel earlier, Grassman told reporters that he didn't want to risk the lives of the first responders, who had been driving on slippery roads in the dark.
Oh, sure.
Shortly after being phoned, paramedics arrived and rushed the frozen man to the Delaware State Hospital. Throughout the experience, both fishermen thought the individual's face seemed vaguely familiar. It's only when Tillman pulled out a dollar bill that the connection was fully made. When we first dug him out, we moved his clothes so that we could carry him more easily. Clothes weighed a ton because they were completely frozen over. By both, we saw the clothes without ice, and we could have no doubts that we dug out George Washington.
What?
Although Delaware State Hospital has declined to comment on the identity and the condition of the man, Grassman brought the bicone hat from the previous day to the Delaware History Museum, where historians confirm to be an authentic piece from the 18th century. The validation raised more questions than answers, as further research revealed that no Washington reenactors or artifacts have been reported missing.
What?
Grassman believes that the man he dug out from the ice is the true George Washington.
Okay.
The Delaware president had become gravely ill while crossing the Delaware River. Grassman claims that the imminent death of Washington could have been devastating to the war effort, so his condition was likely kept secret by having a double acting as the president until 1797. When asked for an explanation to why the body had been found so far from the site of the battle, Grassman replied, "He either drifted away or his men purposely planted it far away so that no one could find it." During Saturday's morning press conference, President Dean shared his thoughts on the discovery in 2 words. "I'm surprised."
God. Yes, James Dean. Thank God. Washington 2, I'm back. What is happening? God. All right, this is a big one. Rockefeller tree tragedy. 1937. Oh boy. Thank God Dean's back. James Zuckerberg, stop. We need Pat. Matt's watched this, I think, on GT Not Live. I don't know if we ever did a theory on it. If we did, I do not recall it. Okay. This is a big one. Strap in. Strap in. Where are we dropping, boys? Let's go. Virginia in Wonderland by Virginia.
During the first winter
they have
of the
narrator. I was
center's
getting ready.
construction, the workers set up a
Oh. It's like, what is that noise? It's Alyssa.
Christmas tree just outside the entrance. It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no man's land. But this tree, humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans,
cranberries!
greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the American people will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a Christmas tree for the following year.
For the following year. Okay.
For 12 days and 12 nights, Mr. Rockefeller looked for the best tree in the forest.
I bet he did.
How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too short.
You stupid.
How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No.
Pardon?
Rockefeller?
Sorry,
How
I don't
about
know if
this
that
one,
was on my
Mr.
screen or
Rockefeller?
not.
No, it's much too short. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller?
What was... Did I not see something like fall? Was that me? Am I crazy? I am crazy.
How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller?
There's a bug on my screen.
No, it's much too tall.
I'm
How
sorry,
about
chat.
this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too average. Mr. Rockefeller soon feared that he would leave empty-handed.
Oh, no.
Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love.
Slender Man
He and
is
his men
watching them.
followed the song and found themselves at the base of a very,
No,
very special tree.
no,
How about this
no.
one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect. For the rest of the night, the men swung their axes at the special tree. Chop, chop, chop. However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. Their axes had left no marks at all.
Don't mess with
Mr.
that.
Rockefeller was surprised.
No, don't mess
The
with
next
that.
day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around the tree.
Oh my God.
3, 2, 1, boom!
So you wanted to
Yet
destroy the
special
tree.
tree continued to stand. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised.
What?
So Mr. Rockefeller decided to hire the best team of grave diggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of
'Cause logically, I can't get this darn tree out. Better call the grave diggers.
digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years at this rate. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the grave diggers work. He would pick the next 3 best trees for the next 3 Christmases. But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
Uh-huh. Huh. What did he do? Rockefeller,
For the
you
last
fool.
2 years,
You
I have seldom
Scrooge.
mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to workplace accidents.
Uh-huh.
Indeed, I have seen enough accidents in 3 lifetimes, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened at the center.
Yeah, go
For
on.
some time now, my friends have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
Okay. He did his best. He did his best. You think that's his best?
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan,
The special tree
Rockefeller's men
ate someone.
slowly raised the special tree. Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho!
Virginia is adorable.
By the afternoon, the special tree stood tall and still. It was unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves. The mayor of New York, Mr. Guardia, thought that the tree was too bare and asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung. Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was.
That's indoctrination.
But
I've been playing
Guardia
Mass
had been
Effect.
one of his
That's
best
indoctrination.
friends. Mr. Rockefeller told his men to glue some branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed branches on the special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase a little star ornament because I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It laid in my pocket while I watched because I planned to hang my ornament as soon as the tree was standing. After the final branch had been added and all the men left, I quickly ran up to the tree. But to my astonishment, the lowest branch of the tree was over twice my height.
Yeah.
I jumped as high as I could, but still, the lowest branch was out of my reach.
What is
I was very disappointed. I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the tree, but now I had no chance.
Don't worry, you'll just die.
Unless I called my friends. At once, I began counting my friends on my fingers. There was Helen, Charles,
2, 3.
Elizabeth, Alice, Joseph, Elsie, Orville,
Scope nothing.
Edith,
Oh, welcome.
Olive,
This is
and Sarah.
wild.
10 friends that I could ask for help. Then I realized that 10 friends standing on each other's shoulders could put me at the very top of the Christmas tree.
Oh, kid logic. Oh, kid logic. Oh, what a terrible idea. Oh, what an awful, terrible idea this is. Okay.
My star could be the first and the tallest. Without
The
a second
power
to
of
spare,
friendship is
I ran
not
from
the
door to
answer.
door, asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there?
Oh, that poppers.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, the
Elizabeth,
kitty.
Are you there? Eventually, I gathered all 10 of my friends at the bottom of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder for me to climb to the top. My friends understood my excitement, and they quickly started to climb onto each other's shoulders.
Uh-huh.
Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers.
Stupid
Ow!
Helen.
Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers.
Stupid
Ow!
Charles.
Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's fingers.
Elizabeth, get it
After
together.
many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder, and I began to climb. My joy grew with every passing face, and before I knew it, I was at the very top, looking down at the tree.
You sure were.
My ladder of friends swayed back and forth, and occasionally felt like it was about to collapse. But I tuned out the movement and focused on the tree.
Sure.
Closer, friends, closer.
Sure.
Then I secured the metal star at the top of the tree. It was perfect.
Oh, that can't be
Hooray!
good.
Victory! I'm the first. Just then, there was a strange sound. The tree began to shake. Its glued branches fell off all at once, and the entire tree slowly bent backwards. Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow.
What?
My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the ground. from the
Least of
tree.
your problems, kid.
Bolts
Least of
lightning
your
then
problems.
shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms. The lightning scared my friends and me. We all tumbled to the ground and ran in all directions, but the lightning caught up to us. I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a field of special trees.
What?
And I saw...
No, do not redact.
In a flash, I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt. I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different, and the special tree was nowhere in sight.
What? Yo, is this whole thing about time travel? The trees are not trees. Go back. Run that back.
And I saw...
Hold on. Go. What am I going back to? Most replayed.
I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a...
Here? Is this where we're? Is this where you wanted me to stop? I mean, they look like hands.
field of special trees. And
Before the
I
redacted.
saw...
I saw so many people. Oh, one man ran up to me and whispered, "The trees are not trees." Oh. 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 Oh no.
I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt.
What?
I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different, and the special tree was nowhere in sight.
They're worms. They're worms and they make wormholes with their wormy bodies. Gross.
it is only natural for the reader at this point to wonder why the incident has been referred to as a tragedy. There had been no loss of life, and, aside from a few temporary scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I, too, assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event, likely an electrical accident whose effects were exaggerated by the children at the scene. I was grateful that every life involved had been spared. A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of the children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
Huh? I have so many questions. Maybe like 3 questions. 1, what?
My
2,
mom
what?
had
3,
visited
huh?
at the hospital, but they looked completely different. Ma looked worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your bear at the Rockefeller tree?"
What?
I answered, "It wasn't a bear. I was going to hang a star." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you helped me put on this morning." To which they asked, "What do you mean?"
Yo,
My ma then
that's
asked,
serious,
"Why
dad
are there
bod.
dots all over your face?" I answered, "Those are my freckles. I've had them since I was little." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My parents quietly left my bed and talked to my friends' parents. Then they all started to cry and yell. The nurses made them leave, which made me feel better. None of us thought that our real parents had visited, but they all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially shaken. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents. The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to properly greet them after we healed. But it was hard to believe. Whenever I
So
looked
they
out
straight
the window,
swapped with
I saw
different
that
versions of
Manhattan
each other.
looked different from memory. Mr. Rockefeller himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital. He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American history. With every reply, they would chuckle and shake their heads, until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was. He chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer, he seemed a little more scared.
What is happening?
Mr. Rockefeller quietly stood with the nurses for a while, before he wished us a Merry Christmas and left. That evening, the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we hadn't broken our ribs.
This is absolutely swapping universes.
What the pictures looked like. When I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me.
No, you have to tell me everything.
I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door.
Yeah, what'd they say?
I heard one sentence over and over.
What?
Everything's backward. I wonder what they meant by...
What? Oh my, okay, this is wild. All right, this is so wild.
By that. I never told my friends because I didn't want to scare them.
They're backwards.
But I spent the rest
You
of
went
the
to a
night
completely
with my
different
hands
world
to
where the
my head,
organs are flipped around.
wondering if my heart was ever on the right side.
Oh my god. Oh, this is wild. Oh, this is so cool. And tragic.
For several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to. all the families of these children were deeply unsettled, that they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger. They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children.
Yeah, from a different
The
universe.
majority of differences involved altered physical attributes and the inability to recognize familiar locations and characters, such
How
as
can you
their
explain this
parents
to a
and
kid?
their homes. 2 boys even claimed to have names different to those that their mothers had given them at birth. But of all the discrepancies, the most bizarre was their faulty recollections of notable persons and events. For instance,
Talk about James Dean.
each of the affected children claimed that I had become the wealthiest man in America through an oil monopoly. It is common knowledge that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in my youth, but to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being particularly odd. The families were agonized by the children's behavior. Some continued to search for their real children. I support their endeavors, for I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria.
That's insane. Oh, okay. This is okay.
Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that I had selected the tree.
Oh,
I
man.
have since realized the difficulties involved in the removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have.
Oh my God, this is wild.
I never had the opportunity to select another tree. Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our
But this only, it would only have worked had another Rockefeller decided to cut down the same tree. So that means a Rockefeller in our universe, supposedly, I'm going to say supposedly our universe because it seems to match up. And this universe, which I imagine is the Dean democracy, the best timeline, clearly. Like, you have to make some sort of connection. So it literally could have been any universe, but it was specifically this one because this was another one where, this is another one where Rockefeller picked it in the Dean democracy. Also, I'm so sorry about your fish. I know the pain. We've had so many fish die on us. It's terrible. Jeebus, I'm late. Sharuni.
Destinations. I take solace in that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
But we know they're not trees. Because of the man. The man. Many, including my father, believe that 1934 Christmas tree vanished. This is untrue. I've seen it wandering the plaza on many occasions and resembles a man far more than a tree. What? Rockefeller Jr. What? Oh, GE. Rockefeller Plaza, of course. Yo, what's that? Oh. Okay, that's a strange tree doing its thing again. Wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, things are starting to make a little bit more sense. Not a lot of sense. I still have no idea. The first video still, to me, doesn't make any sense. I cannot wait for this video. So, like, this connects the Washington Monument. So, like, anything that had the worm was essentially a wormhole. But I guess the only thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now is the Liberty Lurker, the Alcatraz cells. I have so many questions. Like, this only answers like a couple of them, but at least we're getting some answers. Let's go. All right. Okay. Adventure. Me and my brother deep inside. Hell yeah. Feeling good. I'm gonna fly. Oh no. He can't fly. He's splat. Then I saw something weird. Well, that was fun. I hope you all enjoyed my freestyle. Ooh, look at that stabilization. Made the whole place smell like vinegar. What? Come on, don't add more. I can't do anymore, man. I can't. Okay, we're back in. Okay. Rock on! Saw a UFO! Then I saw it again. What? I'm deeply upset. Oh my God, focus, please. Oh my God, focus, please. Come on, you. Oh! What the fuck? What? The warp stabilizer's trying so hard. It's James Dean. I knew it. He's come to save us all. Kids. Oh no, we're gonna die. Yeah. Is it one of the Rushmore heads? Oh, Mr. Squirrel. James Dean jump scare. I mean, we did a little research and found out what we saw. It's called a canyon clan or a canyon crown. It uses vinegar to shrink its huge head back into its body. My dad said the reason we went on this trip was so he could find his sister Maya. Head off trail. That turned to screaming. Hold on. 2 cameras were used during the Arnoldson's trip, a professional photography camera and a one-time use video camcorder. The inexpensive camcorder produced low-quality clips, which were further degraded by stabilization effects added by May's Movie Maker. Oh, it'd be like that. All right, we got one more. I have so many more questions. So now there's just giant heads. Maya from the Lincoln... Look. Maya from the Lincoln Lurkers. Wait. You're right. Oh my god, I'm gonna need... Okay. Alright, so that links... So that weird soup. Weird soup. Huh. Okay, well, let's continue. DC. Walter, sculptor. Engineer. What is this one? Freedom Faller. Liberty must stand on the Capitol dome. Yes, I will find an artist to bring the statue to life. Would you provide a design for the statue? Most certainly. Bro. What about these, bro? Freedom 1, 2, or 3? Freedom 3 will do, but change your cap, bro. I will remove the cap and begin to cast, bro. Thanks, bro. 6 weeks later. Freedom is difficult to cast. Apologies for delay, bro. Is Freedom on her way, bro? Why am I doing this? Oh, and then nothing. Inspector Zafino speaking. Mr. Crawford passed away. Monarga will receive freedom. Expect arrival in a month. Part 2, Daughter. Text and illustrations by Nina Crawford. Read by Italian student in Gibraltar. Neat. Sketches for Freedom are beautiful. She looks like Mama if she was a queen. I asked Papa if he could make a statue that looks like me. He said yes. Papa went to the studio and I asked whether he started working on my statue and he just kept smiling. I think he is. Papa is very kind. We have not heard from Papa for a few days. This has happened before since he likes to work at the studio for a long time, but Mama was very worried today. She left for his studio after she tucked me in bed. Mama returned tonight. She went straight to her room. Inspector Zafino came by today. He asked us about Papa and then went to Mama's room. A few minutes later, more men showed up. Mama was crying. She kept yelling. She has his eyes. She has his eyes. I was scared. I ran. Whoa! I remember Papa telling Mama about how the statue would be put on a ship named Monarca. I went to the docks and found her anchored nearby. Hey, next to the ship were some baxes. Oh, some good baxes. I love a good bax. Parts of Freedom were in each of the boxes. I crawled into the box that was empty. I hoped it would be sent to where Papa is. I feel his spirit around Freedom. I am very hungry. The boxes are tied with ropes, so I cannot get out by myself. There is loud noise in the room, like clay being dragged across the floor. I can hear the ropes being cut, something big coming out of the box. Is it Papa? There are more sounds, like wood being broken. Since the ropes broke, I quickly got out of the box and found some bread and fruit in the next room. Not gonna question. And I am wrong. It isn't Papa, but it has his eyes. I am scared of going into the box again. It made louder sounds yesterday. While I gather food, I think the men saw me. The box is the only place to hide. The ropes keep being broken by the thing with Papa's eyes. I'm scared. I'm scared that... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am scared that either it or the men will open my box. I am scared that either it or the men will open my box. Oh, I will not write as much because I am afraid of making noise. I'll write again when I'm on land. It looks like someone made a crucial mistake that I usually make when I do After Effects. The thing with Papa's eyes took me today, and it held me as it ran through the jungle. Its sword cut hundreds of trees. I could not see much in the dark, but I did see Papa's eyes staring down at me from those metal eyelids. We went down a hole into a deep cave. After it let me down on the ground, it started a fire by hitting its arms against rocks. It has been sharpening its sword on the rocks for hours, but it has not ever looked down at me. And since I started writing today, the thing with Papa's eyes has been looking at me. What? 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 What?
19 aprile.
6 crates were loaded at dawn. They are heavy, each containing a part of a large sculpture. Inspector Zafino told me that...
29 aprile.
Come on. Okay. Inspector told me as the goddess of freedom, each crate was fastened with ropes and the storage no sliding as possible. We left Livorno at noon, a blank.
29 aprile.
We landed in Gibraltar at dawn. The ship took hours to steer into port. There were many, many holes in the storage room. Each one allowed enormous amounts of water to enter. Without the tar, we would have sunk in 3 days.
C'erano molti buchi neri postigio. Ciascuno di essi ha permesso l'enorme quantità d'acqua di entrare.
Well, good thing you had that tar, dude.
Saremmo affondati in 3 giorni.
We opened the crates for customs officers. The crates were empty. What the Gibraltar. Commissioner. It gets worse, don't worry. I love that.
On the morning of April 29th, we received numerous reports regarding a tremendous force that rushed up the rock, which tore down hundreds of trees and created several landslides throughout the previous night.
Oh, good lord.
One civilian likened the phenomena to the work of a gigantic crazed fella.
A gigantic crazed fella!
Reports and the high level of concern in the surrounding community, I deployed myself along with 13 officers to the rock in search of an explanation.
Go get them.
We discovered that there was indeed a newly forged trail through the dense foliage stretching almost the entire height of the rock. The trail was astonishingly linear, with no bends in the path.
Huh.
The cuts to the trees themselves were precise. The downed trees continued to be warm to the touch, presumably due to the extreme speed of this force. A few fires present along the trail were extinguished by fellow officers as we traversed the rock. The path ended at a large crevice in the ground, which looked to be an entrance to a large underground cavern.
Hello?
After requesting additional men and equipment, Officer Hadley descended into the crevice.
Look at him go!
Until Hadley exclaimed in fright and urged us all to enter. Within the following hour, the majority of us were in the cabin, which appeared to be an undiscovered offshoot of St. Michael's Cave.
What?
In the middle of the location stood a plaster model of a tall Greco-Roman statue of a woman. Surrounding this sculpture were the splayed remains of an individual flattened like a set of claws.
Oh!
A hollowed-out torso was stretched a quarter of the way up the statue, the sight of which compelled a few of the officers to exit the cavern. The human remains were collected and sent to the morgue, while the sculpture was cleaned and lifted out.
What?
The statue's blade, held in its right hand, matched the cuts present on the downed trees. Despite the fantastical implications of this detail, the Gibraltar police force officially concluded
Oh my
that the
God!
work of the crazed fella was nothing more than the result of heavy winds.
Sure.
During a secondary investigation,
That's Papa's
a
clothes.
journal was discovered in the cabin. A
That girl's
translation
totally dead.
of its Italian text is in progress.
That child's dead. Just walk it off, kid. Jeez.
Arrives the tight-knit wooden ship. The plaster body is absent. Instead, a tall, wounded woman sleeping in its vessel.
Oh God, cover that up!
Helmet wrapped in a robe.
God damn it!
Clutching a sword and a damaged
Oh,
shield.
now I have to edit.
Overheard a conversation with the captain. A violent conflict with Freedom at the port in Gibraltar. They tell me inside her is the plaster. And I walk away, silently believing Freedom craved liberation so terribly, she tried to take it for herself. But off the ship, she was dragged away. Freedom locked up. Freedom in chains.
Oh my God.
They tell me I have to take it out of her. So hook, rope, peel, and pull.
Oh.
When it was done, Freedom stood motionless. Freedom stood still. I see the final bronze woman, and I feel as if, maybe even hope, she's only dormant now, and will awaken again.
Huh? Okay, so here's piecing this together. What happened is the statue, once it was created, came to life in some way. Maybe like Frosty the Snowman type. You know what I mean? You know, they say there was some magic in that hat that day. You know, bam, puts it on and goes, I'm going to need those eyes from you, sir. Pluck. And then puts the eyes in. It's like, I got eyes now. Now I just need skin that matches my feminine qualities. And then finds a kid. Some stuff happens. And then it gets to America and they're like, oh, hey, this is a woman. They're like, nah, man, no, that's a statue. And I need the statue out of that woman. They're like, uh-huh. Okay. So then, blah. And then they remove everything. And then it's like, yep, that's our statue. That's what I'm talking about. And then they're like, okay, we'll put it back up. I don't know what the hell happened, but man, oh man. Weird. Gotta freaking censor this VOD now. Are you kidding me? And then Anti-Dean. Please. Statue of Freedom is shot down. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Bad move. Don't shoot down Freedom. James Dean, you're the only one with the... James Dean, you're the only one with the power. James Dean bastards. Okay. Oh, freedom is loose. James Dean, get out of there, sir! James Dean, sir! You gotta get out! James Dean. No! Go back. Alright, I'm going back. Okay. I get it. You have shaky camera. Oh my god. Okay, description, yeah, right, description. To minimize geographical disorientation, the Mauna Rocca's route was simulated with a contemporary map from our timeline. From our timeline? The modern-day borders of European countries are widely known in regards to Freedom's metal eyelids, as mentioned in Nina Crawford's journal. It is believed that the child was unfamiliar with the term plaster, instead named the most durable material she knew of, metal. Okay. Season 2. There's a season 2. So we covered season 1 in this stream. We'll go and we'll continue in season 2. Okay, so I mean, if I have to, okay, we're from everything I've gathered. Let me just put down what. Let me pick up and put it down in front of you so you can see what I'm thinking here. So, 1, I believe that so the worms or the trees, the special trees or something, there's some sort of creature that travels through dimensions, and thus far it's infested this particular timeline. And so far, it's infested the Statue of Liberty, Rushmore, Alcatraz, the Washington Monument, we know. We know the Rockefeller tragedy, and it's probably in the Freedom Faller. And so, with those... Okay, oh god, I work for theory, and I'm on the struggle bus with this one. So season 2 is when things are going to be answered, is what I'm guessing. But we know that there's the trees. We know there's this angel that was dropping something on the trees. That's something we'll need to do. There's the Lincoln lurkers that turn into big head people. Maybe it's the soup. A canyon crown, and we know that James Dean, clearly top president material. Oh, this is a new series he's doing. The Perfect Universe. Not many views, but like... we'll take a look at that. There's at the end of it all, everything makes sense, yet nothing is explained. Okay. So we just gotta there's a few mysteries that need to be solved, and we're gonna figure that out when we begin season 2. But hey, you wanna know something? It's time to end this stream, which is making me very sad, and I would love an opportunity to just remind you that you guys are great, and that you really, really got out there and you killed it today. You killed it. You did very good. We'll jump back with Monument Mythos Season 2 next week, next Thursday. By then, I might be able to tell you my exciting news. Probably not. Probably one more. But I think the important thing to know is don't trust monuments. They're liars and worms. So thank you everyone for joining me. We'll be back on Thursday. I'm actually working on a video. I haven't scripted it yet, but I'm going to start working on it tomorrow. But I'm going to have a little video for you before the FNAF video. Just something I feel like I wanted to do. So thank you everyone for joining me. I will post the VOD as soon as I can. I have so many VODs I need to do that. So over the next week, hopefully I'll be posting one VOD a day so you can get back to it. So thank you everyone for joining me, and I'll see you on Thursday. Get out of here. Go. Go live your life. Don't look back.